make it here today. Great. Thank you all for joining today for the Sustainability and Environmental Programs Open House. My name is Shoshana Blink, and I am the Education and Outreach Program Administrator in the Office of Sustainability. And welcome to Tufts. I did want to show you what our agenda is for today's session. Oops. So first, we're going to hear from the Environmental Studies Department. We're going to hear from Dr. Sarah Gomez from the Environmental Studies Department. Then we'll hear from Jill Parlee from the Tufts Institute of the Environment, or TI. And then you'll be hearing from my office, from me and others in my office at the Office of Sustainability. And then we'll open it up to questions that you have for all three groups, or maybe a question that you don't know which group it should be directed to. And after that, we will actually have breakout Zooms, so you'll go into different Zooms depending on if you have a question for environmental studies or TI or the Office of Sustainability. So that's how it's going to go today. So our three groups are all located in the Tufts Environmental Hub, which is on the second floor of Barnum Hall. And Barnum Hall is an iconic building on top of the hill on the quad on campus. It's right next to the Jumbo statue, which you might have already taken a photo in front of. And Tisch College of Civic Life is on the first floor of the building, and all of our groups are on the second floor. And we all serve different functions at the university. So the Environmental Studies Department is an academic department in the School of Arts and Sciences. So you can take environmental studies courses and you can major in it. The Tufts Institute of the Environment, or TI, is an interdisciplinary university-wide institute that initiates, facilitates, and promotes environmental education, service, and research. And the Tufts Office of Sustainability, or the OOS, works less on academics and more on making Tufts' own operations sustainable, including reducing waste and energy use at the university. So first, we will hear from Dr. Sarah Gomez from the Environmental Studies Department.
All right, thank you, Shoshana. First of all, I wanted to say welcome to all our first-year students. I'm so excited to meet the next cohort of environmental warriors. And what I want you to take out of the next few things I'm going to say is only two things. First, that 99% of the things I would say are on our website. And the second thing is I would like you to remember my name, because if you have any questions about environmental studies at any time during the next 4 years, I'll probably be the person who has the answer. So again, my name is Sarah Gomez, and you will receive this information after this meeting. Okay, I know we have a lot of information packed for you in the next 30 minutes or so. So I'm going to keep it short and sweet. And I'm just going to give you a very general overview of our program. And if you have any more specific questions about courses and things like that, you can come to talk to me during the breakouts. Okay, let's share the screen. Okay. So we are a fairly small program in terms of staff and faculty. We are a team of 5. So our director is a professor in biology called Colin Orions. I don't know if he's in the room. Myself, I'm the assistant director. And then we have 3 lecturers, Dr. Ninian Stein, who will be teaching many of your courses. And I'm super excited to say we have 2 new additions this fall. We have a lecturer in data science, Dr. Leon Brown, who will be teaching some courses this fall. And also we have a professor of the practice in food systems, Dr. Kevin Cody, who will be starting to teach this fall. So we may be small in terms of faculty, but we do have a lot of students. And as you see, we have been around for about 35 years, and we have almost 1,000 alumni from our program. And you see ups and downs. And what I'm excited about is that we are currently in an unprecedented growth phase. So in the last 5 years, we have seen we have gone in overall number of students from of all classes from about 60 to we just had a milestone last semester to 200 students. So this shows that there is a very growing interest in the field, and this has also been supported by the administration, which is why we have doubled the number. Actually, when I started 5 years ago, we didn't even have a full-time lecturer. Now we have 3. My job didn't exist before I joined. So we are seeing that support being much in the growth of the students. And also we have done some key restructuring in the curriculum, which is also attracting more students, which leads me to the next part. We offer 4 degrees, 2 majors and 2 minors. We offer, will be this 3rd year. We are offering a standalone major. So before that, the students could only co-major in our program, but now they can just major in what we call applied environmental studies, or they can co-major, which means you have to choose a second major as well. We have 2 minors, one in food systems and nutrition for that any undergraduate can take. And we also have a minor in environmental science and policy only for engineering students. I'm not gonna go into details about the degrees. You can ask me more questions about that later. What I just want to say is about the main difference between the 2 majors. So for both majors, you take the same core classes, and you can also specialize in a thematic track. The difference is that if you do major in applied environmental studies, you will get a focus on skill-based courses. So you have to take 5 courses that will give you quantifiable skills, so you are ready to join the job force, even if you don't major in something else. And also you have to do a capstone. And both majors require an environmental internship. So you're probably wondering where to start in exploring the majors. So I will say that you can start, well, you should start if you can with ENV1, Intro to Environmental Studies. All majors, regardless of what you decide to, if you co-major or just do the standalone, have to take that class. And there are, I think, 40 seats reserved for first-year students. So you should try to get in that class. And also there are another 2 classes I would like to mention that you could take in the fall that have some seats available for first years. One is Intro to Environmental Fieldwork. This is a small class only for 12 students, and I think there are a handful of seats available. So you learn how to do environmental work in the social sciences and in the environmental sciences. And then this one we just recently added. I'm very excited about it because it's taught by a biology professor, our director, and a professor in Roman languages. And it's an interdisciplinary exploration of yerba mate, wine, and another drink in different countries in Latin America. So if you know a little bit of Spanish, is advantageous, but it's not needed. So if you're interested in sustainable production of crops, go learn more about this. And then in the spring, you could decide to take the environmental study lecture series, which I'll tell you a little bit more in the next slide. Unfortunately, this is full for the fall, so that's why I'm not saying you should take it now. But that's a good way to learn about different possibilities in the field. Also, this is a super cool class, ENV 100 Sustainability in Action, which is taught by the director of the Office of Sustainability, and she will tell you more when her turn comes up. But the students keep telling me how many opportunities they are open up for them after taking this class, so I really recommend it. And finally, if you wanted to take a core class in the spring, you could start with ENV7, Environmental Biology, if you want, although you may be able to substitute for AP credit. Talk to me in the breakout if you want to learn more about that. And the only thing I wanted to say about this is that you don't need to, you can decide whether you want to co-major or do the standalone major at any point. They have many overlapping classes, so don't feel like you have to commit to one option or the other. Just start exploring the major, and you can declare later down the road. The deadline is spring in sophomore year, But if you are one of those rare people who really, really know what you want to do already, I would recommend to declare as soon as possible, because in many of our classes, we reserve spots for declared students. So you could take advantage of that if you know already what you want to do. Finally, I wanted to mention some resources, and I want to emphasize that this is not only for, at least not all of them, for students who are majoring in the environment. We try to engage with all of the students at Tufts. So even if you're not majoring, you may be still interested in some of these things. This is the UL of our program, as I mentioned before, the Environmental Studies Lecture Series, also known as Hook-Cunningham Environmental Lectures. And you can take this for credit, but you can just come to the lectures every week and learn from professionals. We bring journalists, researchers, local government officials to talk about what they do. And it's always a nice way to meet other like-minded people at Tufts. Unfortunately, now we're doing them online, so we are missing the pizza option, which is always a hit, but hopefully we'll resume in person soon enough. Secondly, we try to organize, well, in the past, we organize events, in-person events or field trips to take students to places like natural areas in the neighborhood, or we did a bug feast. We brought a chef to cook different insects, and we'll have to go virtual this year, but I'm sure we'll be able to bring different options for you. We also have a photo contest, which is open to all undergrads, and the winning submissions are hung in our environmental hub corridor in Barnum. So if you're walking around campus, feel free to take a walk and see the winners from last year. And it's also, we have cash prizes, so stay tuned. And finally, we also like to support our students in their career. So we have things like 2 internship symposia a year where students present their internship experiences. We also have an internship database only for environmental studies students, where you can search what others have done in the past. We also provide career building awards to our students, so up to $100 per student to go to workshops or conferences, and to help a little bit with the cost. And finally, we have also a total of funding for a total of 3 internships or scholarships that only environmental studies declared students can apply for. So I can also tell you more if you're interested later. And finally, if you are interested about any of these or other important things related to environmental studies, I would certainly recommend you to sign up for our newsletter. We send all announcements through there. That's the way people communicate. Well, we communicate with the students, also non-majors, and every week we send a lot of internship opportunities for on campus and off campus as well, events and things like that. So be sure to sign up for that. And I think that's it, Shoshana.
Wonderful, thank you. So now we're going to hear from Jill Parley from the Tufts Institute of the Environment. So thank you. Great. Oh, we're seeing your oh yeah, you'll present.
Yep, great. Sorry, I was getting unmuted. Okay. Hopefully everyone can hear me. If you can't, please let me know. My name is Jill Parley. I'm Assistant Director for Programs at Tufts Institute of the Environment. Thank you, Dr. Gomez and Shoshana, for introducing all of us today. As Shoshana mentioned, Tufts Institute of the Environment is a university-wide institute at Tufts. So we bring together the different schools and departments at Tufts to work together on interdisciplinary and environmental research and outreach in academic activities. So that's one of the differences in our institute. We focus on the academic side of environmental interest. So, okay, great. And as I mentioned, we work interdisciplinary, so we try to get, oops, I'm going too fast. We try to get the different schools, departments, students, anyone who has an interest in the environment to work on a topic that can be cross-disciplinary, and energy is one of those topics. So one of the events that we support is the student-run Tufts Energy Conference. You can see in the pictures here that typically this is a in-person event. It has been happening for more than 10 years now, so we're really pleased at the longevity and historical significance of this event. This coming year will most likely be a virtual event held in the spring semester. But if you are interested in getting involved in running an event like this, then I encourage you to make it known. The planning for this event will start from September onwards. The students take the fall semester to work on their plans for the event and then implement it in the spring. So if you visit our website, we have a link for the Tufts Energy Conference, and there will be a form on that page where you can indicate your interest in joining the organizing team or just attending the event. I do encourage you though, if you're interested in energy, that you get involved in an organizing capacity now. It's a great opportunity to put on your resume, your CV, to say that you've worked on putting together an event that normally has the attendance of over 300 people. So it's a large event, and it's really a great thing to build up your skills and experience and further get involved in energy. Also, a quick note is there is a Tufts energy group at Tufts. So if you are interested in energy in general, you can join the undergrad Tufts energy group, and they typically participate in the conference each year as well. So we also support your initiative to increase your knowledge about interdisciplinary environmental topics, whether that be at Tufts or beyond. So these are a couple of the other programs that we offer to undergraduate students and first years included. The first one I have here is our travel grants program. I do wish to note that under normal circumstances and years, this is an opportunity you can apply for funding to travel and go to a conference, domestic, overseas, anywhere you like. But this year we are accepting requests for travel reimbursement for virtual events as well. So if an event that you wish to participate in has a registration fee or some other fee for attendance, you can still request a grant to be able to attend that event or present at that event. We very much encourage you to present your work if you do work on environmental topics. The funding windows are every month from September to March. So please look out, apply early if you have an event that you're interested in going to. And there are specifics, please visit our website about the specific eligibility within those windows. Another event that we organize a Tufts delegation to attend is the United Nations annual conference of the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change, annual conference of the parties. I've shortened it here to United Nations Global Climate Change event. You might just already know what that means. This coming year, it has been delayed. It normally would have happened this winter, and it will be delayed until November 2021 and held in Glasgow, Scotland. That gives you lots of time now to apply, to attend if this is something that interests you. It's a very competitive opportunity. It's a small delegation that Tufts has the opportunity to send. And that delegation includes students, faculty, staff, alumni. So please apply early in your career at Tufts. If you're interested in attending, you can reapply if you don't get the opportunity to attend this year up until you're a recent alumni at Tufts. Lastly, we, again, as I mentioned, if you want to explore environmental topics at Tufts and outreach that knowledge to others, I encourage you to apply for a sponsorship for an event through Tufts into the environment. We're not sponsoring in-person events right now, but if you have virtual events, costs would be eligible. One of the other events that is coming up that I encourage you to attend is our virtual environmental brunch. So all of our groups right here on this call are co-hosts of this event. And there are other institutes at Tufts that look at the environment. We're really proud of that fact that within the engineering department, there's the civil and environmental engineering group. There's in arts and sciences, the urban and environmental policy and planning department. So there's lots of departments across Tufts that have environmental interests, and we bring each of them together for that environmental brunch each year. So you do need to RSVP for the event to get the Zoom information. So you can visit our website, Tufts into the Environment, or any of the other websites, Environmental Studies, Office of Sustainability will direct you to the RSVP link in order to register for this brunch event. Lastly, I just want to mention that we also encourage undergraduate students to join our team at TY. So right now we have an open opportunity for a communications intern for fall 2020. You'll see on the picture on the left, this is a picture taken in our TY office. We have lots of lovely space for the students to work together. Right now, that internship will be a virtual opportunity, and we've been having all of our interns go virtual through the summer. And you can see the picture on the right of our interns having a wonderful time enjoying their opportunity at TY. So please apply if you're interested in this. So that's it for me about Tufts Program. That's a summary of some of our programs that are applicable to undergraduate students. We have other programs as well for faculty and graduate students at TY. So if you are an intern, you get involved in all of that, all of the activities that we have going. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to talk to you at the end of this event. And I turn it over to Shoshana to speak more about the Office of Sustainability.
Wonderful, thank you, Jill.
You're welcome.
Oh, okay. Hello, everyone. I'm here back again. I'm Shoshana from the Office of Sustainability. So first, I like to provide a quick definition of sustainability. This is really commonly used one. It comes from a 1987 report from the UN Commission on Environment and Development. So sustainability is the ability to meet the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. And there's three pillars: environment, economy, and social. So what we do at the Office of Sustainability is we serve as a resource, catalyst, and advocate for environmental sustainability at Tufts. And we often serve as the bridge between ideas and their practical implementation. So if you have an idea that you would like to see happen on campus, we can help facilitate it or connect you with different people across campus. Our office coordinates Tufts' response to climate change and educates the Tufts community on ways to live and work sustainably, as well as facilitating changes in policy and practices to support sustainable operations here. And in 2016, Tufts actually signed on to a national climate leadership commitment with a goal to reach carbon neutrality by 2050 and requiring that we plan for climate resiliency on all our campuses. And there are about 500 other colleges and universities in the US on the climate leadership commitment. So carbon neutrality means that we're aiming to get to zero carbon pollution over the next 30 years. We assist the university in working towards this goal. And so now I'm going to have, we're going to talk about all the programs that we offer at the OOS, which is another way to say the Office of Sustainability. So Tate, would you like to describe the GreEco-Reps program?
Yeah, hi everyone. First of all, I just want to say welcome to Tufts. You all made a really excellent choice of school, so congratulations. I'm Tate, I'm a rising senior, and I coordinate the GreEco-Reps program. We're a group of all super cool undergrads, and we work on peer-to-peer education amongst the students, mainly through the residence halls. That's how you get assigned your GreEco-Rep. It's based on what residence hall you live in. And we do events throughout the year. This semester we'll have some virtual events, and we also run initiatives such as Meatless Monday and the Green Room certification process. And we also have a GreEco-Rep program, which is run through the sorority and fraternity housing here at Tufts. And yeah, we're also gonna have some virtual discussions. They're gonna be in small groups about sustainability during O Week, so look out for those on Jumbo Life, and also look out for your GreEco-Rep assignments very soon.
Awesome. So Kristen is the recycling coordinator from our office. She'll tell you about this program.
Yeah, hi guys. Want to just talk briefly about recycling at Tufts. On the picture on the left, you'll see is the waste station that is inside of all of the buildings. You've got your recycling bin and your landfill bin. We also run the compost program here at Tufts, so you'll see a picture of our outdoor compost toters on the right. In addition to providing bins and making sure everything goes smoothly, we also set recycling goals and waste reduction goals. We track data to see how we're meeting these goals. We run zero waste events. We also run specialty recycling streams for items that can't be conventionally recycled. This includes plastic film and ink and toner, batteries, and other such items. And we also provide education and outreach, so teaching people how to recycle properly, making sure the community knows. We might do a specific educational campaign. And there are opportunities to get involved. We do run an intern program for recycling interns, and they help to make all of this possible. We also have an on-call worker program of recycling sustainability workers. So we have one pictured here running a zero waste event at the freshman food fair last year. And they also help with various initiatives like collecting donations during move out every year, move in recycling, which is happening right now, and the annual back to school sale. So if you do want to get involved in that, those are all paid positions, and we'll send out a link through which you can sign up.
Awesome. So more on just our internship program. Tina, our director, our sustainability programs director, would you like to speak?
Sure. Hi, everyone. In addition to the recycling program opportunities and the EcoRep positions, which are paid as well, and you can apply for those for next year or maybe the spring, depending. We also have internships in communications, video production, and special projects. And your internships often can fulfill your environmental studies internship requirement that Dr. Gomez mentioned earlier. The office also facilitates the Green Fund, which is a $40,000 fund that you can apply to for funding for a sustainability related event or program or project on campus. So there's a couple different ways you can get involved besides applying for it. I hire a Green Fund intern every year who helps me administer it. And then there's also a committee that decides which projects get funded, and that has students on it. So we're fully stocked for this year, but next year you could participate in that. Next. I also, as Dr. Gomez mentioned, I teach a class in the spring called Sustainability in Action, which is a combination survey course where we cover different aspects of sustainability each week. Apparently there's a fire alarm going off in my house. Besides that, we also have a career exploration to help you get a jump on thinking about what kinds of courses and experiences would help you with your journey to life after college. Next slide. I just wanted to mention that Tisch College of Civic Life offers a course that will cover a lot of ways to get engaged in civic life, including environmental justice issues, if that's something to interest you. And Christina just posted a link to it. And I'm going to go back on mute and let Shoshana take over.
Thank you, Tina. What a bizarre timing for that. It does add comedy, though, to today. So just some more ways to get involved with sustainability at Tufts. There is sustainability specialty living opportunities for your sophomore through senior year if you're interested. The Hive is a suite in Latin Way that you can apply to actually at the end of this fall semester to live in next year. Students interested in sustainability and sustainable living. And the Greenhouse is a coho house for juniors and seniors, so something you can apply to later on. As has been mentioned already, there are various student organizations at Tufts dedicated to different aspects of sustainability or environmental issues. Some examples are the Sunrise Movement, Tufts Branch, and Tufts Climate Action. And you can find out all of this stuff on our website as well. We do have an excellent resource called the Tufts Eco Map, which you can find on our website. And it's a Google map that shows you where anything eco is on campus, from compost toters outside to specialty recycling to bike racks and more, as well as where solar panels are on campus. And we have a bunch of sustainable living tips on our website as well that will help you live sustainably. And we are actually rolling out a Tufts sustainability certification quiz. So you'll be able to see it in Jumbo Life and in your O Week emails in the coming week. So basically you take this training quiz and you can get Tufts sustainability certified, and you will actually win a sustainability reusable cloth mask as well. And we also have a monthly newsletter that has really great opportunities in it. So I encourage you to sign up for that, and we'll send that out afterwards. We'll be sending out this stuff after today's Zoom as well, but you can find us on all social media. We're at Green Tufts, and the EcoReps are at Tufts EcoReps. And this is our website, as well as we have a recycling website that is linked to from there. So, thanks for listening. I'm going to stop sharing my screen. So we are going to be, as I said, sending out a follow-up email with all of our contact information to your Tufts email address, and hopefully that will be later today. And we'll now open it up for questions that apply to all 3 of our groups, or if you don't know who to ask your question to, you can actually say it now. If you have any questions that are just for one particular group, save that for the breakout Zoom, which will open up soon. Such as, for example, if you have a question on a specific environmental studies course, save that for the breakout Zoom with Dr. Gomez. So just to reintroduce, kind of, if anyone joined late, we have Sarah Gomez from the Environmental Studies Department, we have Jill Parlee from TY, and we have myself and Tina and Kristen and Tate from the Office of Sustainability. So please raise your hand in Zoom or place a question in the chat if you would like to ask a question now. And then soon we'll put the breakout Zooms in here.
Quick tip, if you don't know how to raise your hand in Zoom, you have to click on the participants icon at the bottom of your screen, and then you'll see a raise hand option in the participants list. So you can please use that.
Hi everyone, I'm Christina from the TY office. It looks like we have a question in the chat from Aditya. I joined a few minutes late. Is there a form for me to put in my contact information to get the information that will be sent after this Zoom?
We're going to try to track down everyone's email after today's Zoom and just email all of you all the information from today from our websites, our email addresses, and our monthly newsletter links. Yeah, so we're going to email that to your new Tufts email address.
You can also feel free, I think Christina has been including our personal email addresses in the group chat. Feel free to reach out to any one of us and we can add you to our newsletters and future communications that way as well. If you don't happen to receive the email that Shoshana mentioned, if we were unable to get your information, you can always reach out to us.
There's no questions for all 3 groups. Seeing none. Oh, we can, I suppose, oh, here we go. So that's an environmental studies question. So perhaps we should put in our breakout Zooms.
Sure, we can go to our breakout rooms and I can talk about that in particular. Are we going to our breakout rooms now?
Yeah, that's great. So let's, these are the 3 breakout Zooms that you can go to. And Christina is going to remain in this Zoom. So if you like lose track of these other links, you can always go back to Canvas, get back into this main Zoom, and Christina will direct you to one of these breakout Zooms. But we will meet you in the breakout Zooms. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm going to make Christina the host.